Hi, this is my review for Scorpios. Welcome. We have a very busy month this month for you Scorpios. There's a time coming up over the next couple of months when you can really radiate. You can show your worth and really enjoy yourself with some great creative juices flowing through. Right, to start the month we have Venus and Mars together. This happened last month if you remember. We spoke about them coming together in conjunction. It will continue for a couple of weeks until the 12th of the month. Then we start the month then with a conjunction. Venus and Mars make a conjunction with Pluto, and this intensifies their energy. Pluto's your ruler, so you know what the intensity feels like. And with this being in your second house, and with Mars in Capricorn being the sign of ambition, it's a time when you can really push forward to work out how you're going to make your money this year, how you're going to achieve and what you're going to achieve within the year. So put the plans into place. With Venus, it's more on the passionate side with the relationships, because we have this intensity within relationships with Venus and Pluto. And there's an aspect on the first day as well to Uranus, which is in your 7th house. So it's an exciting time for love and for enjoying your relationships and bringing some new and exciting things into the relationship. On the 2nd we have our new moon. Now the new moon is in Pisces, which is a benefit to you because it's a fellow water sign, so there's be positive energy for you, and it's also in the 5th house of creativity. It's the house of romantic inclinations, and it's a time when you can really show your talents and your worth. This is going to be a good new moon because you can set your goals for the future on this one, your creative goals. You can also enjoy yourself. The 5th house is about relaxing, socialising and having some fun, but also allowing you to express yourself in a very creative way. You'll feel very confident, especially as you did work with the new moon last month in the 4th house. You'd have built up your confidence and you'll be ready to explore the world and have some great times. Now, with the Mercury making an aspect on the same day, it's a good time to communicate, especially about the home, because Mercury is with Saturn in the 4th house. Saturn is the planet of limitations, but also the planet of planning, so it's time to plan things around the home. What you're going to do, what alterations you're going to make, how you're going to make the home environment work for you. On the 4th we have a fantastic aspect, again in the 5th house and in Pisces. It's the Sun conjoining with Jupiter, and this can bring a very positive attitude, very optimistic attitude, and also it's great for opportunities, especially to do with the creative side. Also opportunities to do with children as well, and also to do with socialising and making friends. Now, the other good thing about this is it also brings positive vibes for finances as well, which Jupiter is about commerce, it's about expansion, it's about growing as well. So it's a time to learn and to grow and to just take advantage of anything that comes your way. Mercury makes 2 aspects, first on the 6th to the moon's nodes. Now the nodes across your 1st and 7th house. So it's important, this is about balancing, it's about how you communicate with people. It's also there could be a door opening now. We spoke about this a moment ago. Mercury could help you to find that door. He's a messenger, but it could come through someone else, being the 7th house is activated here. So if someone does show you an opportunity, don't talk yourself out of it, don't overanalyze things, just go for it. This month is about using your intuition with so many planets in Pisces and that 5th house. This is the creative use of your intuition to benefit yourself. The other aspect to Mercury is to the black moon in the 8th house. Now this is an ideal opportunity to change the way you communicate with your partner or close family. This is a time to maybe think how you say things, how you express yourself, and it could be a time to just make some alterations in that area. On the 12th we have a very exciting creative aspect. The Sun makes a conjunction with Neptune. Now these are in the 5th house, so this is the house of creativity. So your imagination will be fired up beyond belief. This is great for creative writing, for dance, theatre, television, film, anything that's connected to the arts really. And this is a wonderful time to have this aspect in that creative house. Now, for some people it may not go that well. You can be overwhelmed by the sheer power of this aspect, and you could be so overwhelmed that you just want to withdraw and just spend time alone, and this is okay too, but you've got to realise that you can't escape completely, and there's no good using alcohol or drugs because they could have a detrimental effect. If you're going to want to escape, do it through some other medium, some spiritual form, maybe meditate, or maybe get lost in some creative play, so to speak, because this is the fifth house, so enjoy it. On the 14th, the Sun makes a square to the Moon's nose. Now, this is a time to balance. The nodes are in your 1st and 7th house. You need to balance your needs with the needs of others. But also, with the Sun in the 7th house, this is the house of love affairs and interactions. This could be a very romantic time. There could be, if you're not in a relationship, there could be someone who comes along at this time and surprises you. But if you are in a relationship, it's time to deepen that love now. And there could be opportunities as well coming your way. So just be ready for it. Someone, a partner or someone close to you could show you an opportunity. As we spoke to with Mercury earlier, there could be opportunities abound this month. Then on the 16th, there's an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. Now the Black Moon this is a square. The Black Moon is going to be conjunct with the Sun in 3 months' time, and you'll see what's happening. At the moment it may be hard to see, but part of your outer personality is being stripped away slowly, so that a new inner part of your personality can be reborn, and you will be slightly different. You may not notice it straight away, but the world will see a different you in 3 months' time. On the 18th we have a major full moon, because this is not just a normal full moon, there's also an aspect pattern and lots of other aspects that are happening all on the same day. Now, the full moon itself is in Virgo, which is your 11th house, so this is a time to get things sorted. Virgo wants to organise, get things sorted, and the 11th house is about your aims and goals for the future, so start to make plans, set your new aims, set your goals, all will be well. Now the other thing is, being in the 11th house, you might be asked to be the voice or represent a group of people. Maybe that you need to help out some friends, or maybe you become drawn into a humanitarian issue. Any of these things are possible at this time. Now apart from this and the full moon, we have a cradle aspect. Now the cradle aspect is in opposition to the full moon because it involves the Sun, Pluto and the Moon's nose. Now the cradle is very much like the mystic rectangle we had a couple of months ago. It's a very creative and dynamic energy. It's a good time to show off your talents, especially in the houses that are affected here, which is the 1st, 7th, 3rd and 5th. So anything in these houses, especially the creative side, it's a good time to show these talents. But the main need for the cradle is security and stability. So that's what you'll be aiming for. But with the Saturn Pluto aspect, you'll be getting a real boost in confidence. Pluto, your ruler, in a positive aspect with the Sun in the creative 5th house, will get a real boost of confidence from this. The other aspects affecting this full moon will be Neptune making a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. Now this is good because it can bring fortunate encounters into your life. This can be people that come across your path that can help you and point you in the right direction, help you along your future path. Then the other aspects are from Venus. Now Venus makes 2 aspects. One is to Chiron in the 6th house. This means you'll be very well placed within the workplace. People will warm to you. You can get people to do what it is you want because they will be drawn magnetically to you. Then the other aspect, Uranus, means there'll be some excitement generated within your relationships. Venus in the home area, so there'll also be some different things that you'll want to do to your home to make it perhaps a little bit more unusual than the normal. So you can see there's a lot going on with this full moon. This is not just an ordinary one, there is so much going on. Your head would probably be in a bit of a spin, but try and make the most of all these aspects. On the 20th we have Mars coming into action, your co-ruler, and he wants to have his say in things. He's in the 4th house now, so he wants to make changes around the home. He wants to do DIY or change things around. He wants to put all his energy into this. And he's got 2 aspects to make. One is to Chiron, so Chiron's in that 6th house, so your routines will be affected by this action that Mars wants to do, so you need to work around that for a while. And then the other aspect is to Uranus, so this is in the 7th house relationships, so Mars wants to make changes within relationships, positive changes. He wants to make ongoing creative changes so that things don't go stale and things don't get boring, because otherwise things can get very stale and then an explosion happens because people get unhappy with the stalemate. So Mars wants to keep these creative changes coming along all the time to keep things nice and fresh. Between the 23rd and the 27th, Mercury wants to help. He comes along as the messenger and tries to help with the other aspects, because he makes a conjunction with Neptune. Remember, Neptune is going with this long-going aspect with the moon's north node. So Mercury will bring messages along that will help these two in their aspect. Then on the 26th he brings some insight into the Pluto world, because Pluto, your ruler, he wants to dig deep, and Mercury will help do this and bring messages to you from below the surface. And then on the 26th again there's an aspect to the black moon Lilith from Mercury. Mercury wants to help to alleviate any anxieties here, or any worries that you may have, so it's a good time to talk about those. And then on the 27th he moves into Aries. Now the Sun has already moved into Aries, so these two will now be in your 6th house, and the emphasis will change now to your daily routines, your work, your fitness, health, diet and exercise, so you need to take more notice of those over the next month. To finish the month we have Venus coming under a bit of duress from Saturn, because she catches up to Saturn and he puts the blockers on, he limits her, stops her from expressing herself in the way she would normally love to. So this means that it could be that you are left alone at home and you get a loneliness come around because you are not able to express yourself to others, or it could be that you have to work away or go away for some reason and you're alone and you still are not able to express yourself in the way you should. This doesn't last very long, so hopefully it's only short-lived. And then on the 29th Venus makes a square to the moon's node, so again there could be some limitations. You know, we've got Mars in that 4th house that wants to make alterations and changes around the home, or there could be some obligations because Venus makes this aspect. There could be some obligation to others that you have to fulfill, which will take time, so this may slow things up a little bit. Thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to tune in next month, because we have the busiest astrological month of the year. We have first eclipse, and we also have the biggest aspect of the year happening.